Wow, there's a lot going on, a lot that has to be discussed. Maybe I'll do it in a few videos. But one thing has happened is that America has confirmed itself as being a wolf. You see, the Medrash says that the Jewish people are a sheep among 70 wolves, and great is the shepherd that protects them. You thought, well, America's been pretty good. They've been helpful. Last year, this time, Gimel Tammuz, we had a celebration for America taking out the nuclear reactor. And this year, they signed the accursed MOU that I think is probably worse than the JCPOA. Even due to the fact that at least then you had one party on your side. Now you got nobody. But you have the Shepherd, Hashem. See, the Rebbe says, in regards to Purim, why there was a terrible decree on Purim? Because when we put our trust in the wolves, then the Shepherd says, okay, let's see how well you do with the wolf. We have put our trust in the wolves. We would have been far better off going after Iran ourselves without asking America to come in. Israel had plans to take out the nuclear without American help if America wouldn't come their way. It would have been harder, maybe more risky, but it would turn out a lot better. So the first thing to learn is that, yes, as the prophecy of Bilam in the next part in Torah portions, Hein am levadad yishkon, we are a nation that dwells alone with Hashem. And this also is a fulfillment, possibly, of a prophecy. The Rebbe would speak of the Yalkut Shimoini. He spoke of the Yalkut Shimoini in 1991, in the first Gulf War, but I think it's even more related to what's happening now. And this is the exact wording. Rabbi Yitzchak says, the year that Mashiach will be revealed in, all the nations of the world are fighting with each other. The king of Persia fights with the king of Arabia. And the king of Arabia goes to Edom, or Aram. Aram means the exalted one, the top dog, so to speak, the superpower of the world, to get advice. And the king of Persia destroys the world. And all the world, economic destruction, right? And all the nations of the world are all falling on their face. And they will have labor like the labor of giving birth. In other words, Strait of Hormuz, anybody? Narrow strait, labor. And the Jewish people are all shocked and all worried. And they say, where should we go and where can we come and go? Where should we come and go? 3 times, and where should we come and go? And he says to them, my children, do not be afraid. Everything I've done, I've only done for you. Why are you afraid? Do not be afraid. The time of your redemption has arrived. And the last redemption will be greater than the first redemption. That's it. That's what we're looking forward to. The redemption. Because now we feel, and when I read this Yalkut Shimoini, let's say a year ago, to myself I'm thinking, yeah, but why are we afraid? The king of Aram, the superpower, is helping us. So why should we be afraid? Well, now we see. And that's why we're afraid. But we shouldn't be afraid, because we have the Shepherd who's guarding us and protecting us. And that's point number 1 that we have to realize, and that we have to take out of this situation. That we are a nation that dwells alone, but we have a great Shepherd, and he will certainly protect us, provided we don't put our trust in any of the wolves. We put our trust only in him. And here I want to point out when the Rebbe said to an advisor of Yitzchak Shamir that came to him, when Shamir was talking to Bush Sr. and he was being pressured then, the Rebbe clearly said to him the following: when you deal with America, you have to say to them, not in a way that you're in their face, but to say to them firmly and strongly that matters that relate to our security, we need to do what we need to do. And when you don't do that, you actually invite more pressure and more pressure. And isn't it not funny, but isn't it telling that this happens now with Lebanon after already a few weeks ago Israel had plans in Lebanon and stopped it due to the pressure from Trump, when at that point we should have said, sorry, we need to protect our citizens, we're going all the way, we're not doing these bogus peace things with the people who have no power anyway there, the Lebanese government, and going to stop because of Hezbollah. No, we're doing what we need to do to protect our citizens. Finished. And if we did that, we wouldn't invite more pressure to stop even further, to leave to leave Lebanon as it is, which is what's coming, because Trump has shown his hand. He's desperate to do whatever Iran wants so that they don't close the strait and the world economy doesn't get affected. So this teaches us again that we have to stand on our own 2 feet. Do what we need to do and tell America firmly but politely that we are a sovereign nation and we need to protect ourselves. And we're going to do whatever it takes to protect ourselves. And you would have done it. Actually, you did it when the one helicopter went down and no pilots were even lost. You attacked. So no, we will protect ourselves and do whatever we need, and we have our greatest protector, and that is Hashem. That's first and foremost.